Welcome back to Viata International Academy. It's me, teacher Carl again, and in today's class, we're going to be talking about festivals and events. Now, everybody loves a good festival or a celebration, but what's the best way for us to talk about and describe our experiences, or maybe to ask other people experiences about the events or celebrations that they've had in their life? So let's have a look. Festivals and maybe events. We could consider a festival maybe something like Christmas, if you're Indian, Diwali, Easter or Semana Santa, and music and arts festivals. We may consider things events if they are birthday celebrations, maybe a wedding, an anniversary, or any type of celebration at all. Now let's think about the questions that you may want to ask, or you may be asked if you're going to be talking about a festival or a celebration. Now the question, when is it celebrated? Maybe somebody doesn't know, so it's good information to have at hand. Another important question is, why is it celebrated? Is there a particular reason why this event or this festival happens? Are there any special traditions? With many festivals and celebrations around the world, there are specific traditions relating to specific countries, so they're going to be different. What do people eat? Now this is one of my first questions when I ask about festivals or events, because I love food, so I'm always interested to hear what kind of food people eat. And finally, maybe what do people wear? Is there a particular type of clothing? Is there a traditional dress that people wear when indulging in this festival or celebration? Now, some adjectives will also go a long way in helping you to describe your experience. However, you don't want to just say, oh, it was good, it was not very good. So let's have a look at some exotic adjectives that you can use to describe a good experience at a festival. We're going to keep it positive, leave the negative behind. So you may describe a festival as spectacular, amazing. It could be inspiring. Maybe an event was emotional. Maybe it was vibrant or frenetic. Maybe it was the most awesome event or celebration you have ever been to. Maybe it was colourful. Certainly with Diwali, you could describe Diwali as colourful. And finally, eclectic. Was there a huge mix of different types of people all socializing together, celebrating the one thing? This is particularly good adjective when talking about music festivals. There are some common collocations that we use in English language when talking about festivals and events. For example, we may talk about a rich tradition. For example, there is a rich tradition of music and dance in Mexico. We may talk about the cultural heritage. Jazz is a part of the cultural heritage in South USA. That means it's been part of the history and the fabric of society for a very long time. Usually, most people refer to Christmas as the festive season, and there may be one significant event in your town or your city that marks the beginning of this. So I may say that an event marks the start of the festive season. And dates back. Dates back talks about how far back in time a particular event or tradition goes. So I may say that the tradition dates all the way back to the Middle Ages. So these are the kinds of things that you're going to need to think about when you're describing your festival or celebration. I've got a few examples here, so let's go through them. So maybe if I'm talking about a wedding, I might just say, oh, it was very good, or it was very nice, which is okay, but it's not the best English. What we want to do is lift that English up, make it as exciting and as possible as we can. So I might say, it was the most emotional wedding I've ever been to. It was so beautiful. If I'm talking about a music festival, and I love going to music festivals, instead of just saying, oh yes, it was very good, I had a very good time, which is okay, but it's not the most exciting English. I may decide to say something like this. The festival was spectacular. It was so vibrant and eclectic. Lots of people like Christmas, so they may be talking about the festive season. They might say something like, oh, I love Christmas because I get to eat a lot of amazing, awesome, spectacular, delicious food. And finally, for our younger viewers out there are a couple of phrases here that we use to talk about when something is particularly good and we've had an amazing time. So we might talk about somebody's birthday party by saying his birthday party was absolutely off the chain. Off the chain means it was amazing. Or we may say that his birthday party was lit, or his birthday party was fire. All of these things generally mean amazing, frenetic, eclectic, awesome, spectacular, and inspiring, all in some local language. So that completes our look about talking about festivals and events. If you have any comments, leave them in the section below. I love reading them, and I will see you in the next class.